Hey guys, Vincent from Naked and Famous Denim here, back with another awesome fade review video. This time we'll be reviewing the Deep Indigo Selvedge. So let's get into it. This was sent in to us by a client named Louis. He got these in 2020. He said that these are worn about 400 times, had somehow had like 10 washes, and the main activity these were seen being done in was sitting on the couch during the COVID era. So let's get right into it with the front here. Sweet. So the first thing that really popped out to me regarding this pair was the buttonholes. You can see here that there is some wear and tear and it has ripped, and there's a little bit of fraying from the fabric. And on the inside of the fly as well, there is some on the second buttonhole and a little on the third, not too much. If we look at the embellishments, there's not too much brassing on the rivets or the buttons around the coin pocket area and the pockets. Overall, we can notice that this is a very even fade. You can see that it's low contrast, the whiskers are kind of prominent, but not too they don't stand out too much. In the lap area, if we slide down a little bit, we can see that it is very even, a very vintage fade, and you can see a little bit of that slub popping out, those little vertical grains going down. On the outseam, we can see some puckering and railroad tracks. This is from the Selvedge line, and this is the imprint of it. If we move down a little bit more on the knees, we've got some awesome knee fading with a little bit of the whiskers or honeycombing wrapping all the way around. If we slide down a little bit more, you can see the raw hem. So either we did or Louis cut this off at his house or requested it in his special order notes. If we flip these bad boys over, you can see that there's some very even, very vintage seat fades. The patch has been patinaed quite nicely. This is a full grain patch, and it usually comes in quite dark. I'll put one side by side here, and you can see what it looks like after the wear. It has shrunk up a little bit, it has tightened up, but still it is very plush. We have a little bit of tearing on the bottom of the yoke here and in the corners of the pockets. We have that contrast stitching really standing out now that it has faded. There's a little bit of a mark here, what looks to be almost like a little iPod, because this isn't big enough to be a card case. You can see the seam allowance of the pockets have their imprint and their fade as well. If we slide down to the crotch, you can see some nice wear. It has become super soft, but there is no blowouts, not too much fraying on the inseam here. We slide down a little bit. There is a lot of marbling. This comes from washing the jeans a lot, and so it creates this really cool marbled effect. And yeah, this comes with all of those many washes that he had done. And then you can see where a little bit on the back here where the whiskers on the knees do wrap around. Not many calf fades. As you guys know, I do love my calf fades, but there isn't many here. Granted, this is a very even fade. So I'm going to hold it up here so we can see what a side-by-side looks like on a new pair and an old pair. The Deep Indigo Selvedge is a very slow fader, hence why it's called Deep Indigo. It is steeped in the indigo a lot longer. It is a 15-ounce denim with a really cool pink selvedge. Yes, very nice. And this is Louis' pair. I'd like to thank him for sending these in. These are an awesome fade to add to our wall of fades and our archive. If you guys have any faded pairs, send us an email, send us some pictures, and if they are good enough, we will accept them and we can hook you up with a discount code. But regarding this dirty fade, or no, Deep Indigo Selvedge, excuse me, that is all. Thank you very much. I'm Vincent with Naked and Famous Denim.